Hi everyone, welcome to the Obstacle Course Race Training Program. My name is Jacqueline Ung. I am the owner of SmartFit Personal Training. I'm going to be guiding you through this program for the next 10 weeks. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that you've committed and that you are committed to running your first obstacle course race. Or if you've ran an obstacle course race and you're looking for some additional training, welcome. This is awesome. So first step, committing. You've already done that. That's great. You've committed to this program. You've committed to training for 8 weeks. And yeah, that's great. So a little bit about the program before we start. A little bit about me. My name's Jacqueline Ung. I am the owner of SmartFit Personal Training. I've been obstacle course racing since 2014. I ran my first Spartan race in August of 2014 and completely fell in love with the sport. It changed my life, my outlook on fitness. It changed how I view my body, changed how I view myself as strong. And as I view myself as a role model for my children. So I'm really excited to share with you what I've done with this program is I've taken all the things I wish I'd known, all the things I wish I had taken into my first race, and I've put them into a program so that I can show you, I can teach you over the next 8 weeks all of the things you need to know to feel ready on day one when you reach that start line. So I'm not going to say you're not going to still be a little bit nervous. I'm not going to say you're not going to be a little bit scared. We all are. Even I am. I've ran a lot of these races and I'm still nervous when I get to the start line. I'm still looking around me feeling kind of scared and a little bit intimidated by all the things around me and looking at the obstacles. But what my goal is to get you to a place where you feel prepared, where you feel like you're ready, where your training will take you from the start line to the finish line and across that finish line. And that will feel so good when you reach that finish line. So this program, we're going to start out really simple. We're going to start out with some basic strength training. Then we're going to start adding on some running, getting you moving, getting your cardio endurance up. Then we're going to start merging the two together. And we're going to talk about nutrition. What should you be eating? What should you eat on race day? What should you eat while you're training? What should you be drinking a lot of? What should you eat and drink post-race, after your race? Because that's just as important as your pre-race nutrition. So we're going to talk about all of that in our first in our first few weeks of the program. Then we're going to start talking about the obstacles. So how do you get over a wall? What kind of obstacles should you be expecting on your race? And how can you train for them without having a jungle gym in your backyard? And where are some places you can go that are really easy to start practicing and doing some of these things? And we're going to put it all together into a training program. So the great thing about this program, it's 8 weeks long, 8 weeks pre-race. However, if you are doing it now, if it's springtime and maybe you don't race until August or September, that's okay, because what you're going to do at the end is you're just going to extend it out a few weeks and keep your training going. But you've got all those tools and you'll have access to this program for life. So you can go back in, you can check it out, you can remind yourself of nutrition, remind yourself of some of the mental strategies to use when you feel like you want to give up. Because what you need to know about obstacle course racing, it's not your typical 5-kilometer road race. There's a lot more involved mentally, emotionally, and physically. Spartan Race actually claims and says on their website that you'll know at the finish line, and that's their slogan, you'll know at the finish line that you could complete it, that you were Spartan, you could do the whole race. But they have said they are trying to break you emotionally and physically and mentally. They're pushing you to your limits. So not saying they're trying to physically injure you, but they're trying to push you to really work hard physically. They're pushing you emotionally. So you need to dig down deep to be able to mentally prepare yourself for some of those highs and lows that come during the race. And it's not like a 30-minute race. The race's average times are anywhere from 1.5 hours all the way up to like 7 or 8 if you're doing a really long one. Now this program is for a beginner race, which would typically be about 1.5 to 2 hours for an average racer. So that's what we're going to be focusing on for this program. The last 2 weeks of the program are for using for your post race. So when you finish your race and you're like, this is awesome, I'm done my race, and you're celebrating and you're telling everybody on Facebook, and some of your friends are going to be like, what did you do? You crawled through mud, you went over some walls, blah, blah, blah. And they're not really going to get it. They're not going to get why you're so enthusiastic about it. So that's where I come in. That's why the last 2 weeks of this program are meant to get you post-race. So we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate your race. We're going to celebrate that you finished your race and you did your best and you worked super hard. Then we're going to look at it and say, what were your successes? What were some of your favorite things about the race? And then something that I do after every race is I take away homework. So I might take away homework that I want to work. For example, I'm working on rope climbs. I'm working on my grip strength so that I can get across the monkey bars without assistance, so that I'm working on pull-ups so I can get over some of the higher walls without assistance, without using my legs. So you take away your homework. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about maintenance. So what are you going to do after? Do you want to run more races? Do you want to do something different? Do you have different goals, different strength goals? How can you keep what you've been doing going into the future? Because you don't want to just run a race and then go back to sitting on the couch watching TV every night. You want to be healthy. This is a lifestyle change. The reason you see so many wonderful transformational stories coming out of races like Spartan Race and Tough Mudder and Mud Hero and Rugged Maniac is because people changed their lives. They changed their lives with these races. They made it a lifestyle change. They became healthier. They got their fitness endurance up. They started eating better, and they just felt better. They had more energy. They felt stronger. And that is one of the beautiful things about obstacle course racing. So I want to talk with you about that and help you come up with a plan. I don't want to just leave you at the finish line. I want to actually take you across the finish line and make sure that you're in a place feeling good about yourself after that race. And it just feels really good to talk to someone who's been there, who's done the races, and just kind of rehash the race with them. So that is what this program is about. We are going to be doing workouts every week. I'm going to be building on your workouts. There will be a video in each module detailing the exercises with correct form, detailing the workout, what you're going to be doing. And you're also going to get a PDF document as well in the program, in the module online, that you can print off and take with you. Whether you work out at home or the gym, it doesn't matter. The workouts are made for anybody to do anywhere with very minimal equipment. And there's always options to add on or take it down a notch. So there's always modifications. If you need a specific modification, please, please, please email me. And make sure you check out our Facebook group. I've added you all to the group, or I've sent you a link to join the group. So make sure you join the group, because that's where we're going to be chatting, we're going to be talking, we're going to be having a conversation. You can ask for help there, ask for support. If you're feeling nervous, I guarantee you someone else in the group is probably feeling those nerves too. So I want to welcome you again, and the next video is going to take you through a sample of what you're going to find for your workouts. So giving you a little idea of what we're going to be doing. We are going to focus on a lot of key exercises so you can build up strength, specifically upper body core and your lower body strength and your grip strength for your hands. So we're going to be working on a lot of those exercises, but we're going to start taking them and threading them together. And all of the workouts are meant to be efficient and quick. So they're hard, but they're fast. And you'll probably have about 1 day a week where you might do a bit longer, maybe a run with a little bit of strength. So a lot of people save like Saturday or Sunday. Usually Sundays is kind of their longer day. That's my longer run day. So you want to keep that in mind. But the time commitment is not extreme for the workouts. They're very manageable to do even when you're really super busy. It's just about making the time. So if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to send me a message, post in the Facebook group, send me an email, and I will be happy to chat with you further and answer any questions you have. So have a fabulous day, and once again, welcome to the program. I'm so excited to work with you over the next 8 weeks.